100%. When you have a lot of writers in there that are all comedy writers, of course they're going to goof off. But honestly, when it comes to any kind of horror game, everyone's going to have a moment of like joking around. I mean, you might have one person who can really just sit with it for a while, but think about it. You're sitting there for 3, 4, sometimes 6 hours just in this really like these horrific moments, this tension, this constant feeling of it. Do you think that people are just going to be chill with that? Do you think like they're just super good and they're just sitting there tensed up, their shoulders hurt, their neck is stressed? They are human beings. They're going to want to let loose. When you're watching your favorite horror movies or horror TV shows, those are filmed in very small increments. They do the filming of like each of these moments probably like a dozen or so times, and then they move on to the next one. There's waiting between it, there's makeup, there's moments of release between those moments of horror. It isn't just one big, straight, boundless journey. No one's meant to be able to sit with that. That's what ends up generating the trauma, is when there's too much tension going on and your mind doesn't have any way to release it. So you have to have those moments of comedy. And I myself, as the GM, and I've GM'd horror games for a good 6, 7 years now, I am probably the one who jokes around the most. And I think that's because I sit there with the plots, the monsters, the horrible things going on. I have to be the one orchestrating it, designing it, and coming up with it. So I need that way to just release the tension that horror builds, because horror is pain, horror is sadness, and horror is a lot of like troubling, difficult things to get through. And I think it's just impossible to avoid comedy at these horror tables, because there is no horror storytelling that is ever done in just 4 to 6 hours straight of everyone sitting in tension. It's just not done.